what's up, family? Man, let me just say this to everybody. The dream's not free. The dream has a price, and I'm just grateful every single day that when God gave me the dream, I made a decision that nothing was gonna stop me from becoming the dream. And there are a lot of you who God has given many dreams, and you gonna tell it to a friend, you gonna tell it to your pastor, you gonna tell it to everybody else, but the truth is, God never told you to tell anyone. God just told you the dream and expect you to execute the dream. So, I've been on this journey now for, man, the transformation about 15 years. And I remember when I started this, I couldn't even, type my name into to Google or even to fill out a Facebook application to have a Facebook account. As a matter of fact, my cousin was the one that did that for me, and I remember she said, "Now you can go and do your thing and try to do what you do and help people." But God gave me the dream, and I want to say this to anybody about dreams: like, if God gave you the dream, then it's your responsibility, and if you take ownership, full ownership of that dream will be tested. You'll be put through the fire. It'll be, a lot of stuff will come out of it that will change your character for the dream. And I think that's what, as I wrote this book, Dreams, you know, I realized that I've been to the fire, I've been to the test, and but I realized that if I decide that I'm gonna do this, it's not on anybody. It's on my back, because God has blessed me with this gift of being able to speak and to help people and to transform people with my words, and most of all, with my story. And there are many people out there who are in the entertainment industry, so they like to be entertained. But my business, what God gave me, is not an entertainment business. It's a life changing business. It's one where I know that I have to continue the road to be able to help as many people as possible to transform their lives, but most of all, to live in their greatness and to live in the purpose of what God has created them to do. So, every single day I look back on my journey and how I started. I know I struggled with learning disability, diagnosed at the age of 31, when I started this journey years ago. Before that, my mama would say, "Son, you were called for something special, something different." But, to this moment, I say I started with zero, man, or even minus zero. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful because there are many people who don't understand what it takes to become the number one or to be the greatest of all time. And I've studied the greats like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, people who have made their mark, Neil Armstrong, people that have been the first, because I realized there's one thing to be great, but there's another thing to be the first. I'm the first of my siblings, 8 of us, to be able to publish a book. I'm the first to be able to have a global platform. I'm the first to, when you're the first, it does bring a lot more tests. And for those of you who have goals, and it's different to having a goal and having a dream, because it's the goal that defines the dream, how quick you have it, but the dream is how big and how much passion you have to do what it takes to get to it. So, many of you who are just jumping on right now, and you see me, and you see me grinding, you see me showing. I've been through it all, man. Like this, I've watched a lot of YouTube sensationals blow up, and then they catalyst off of that, or social media catalyst off of that. But I see some people start, they fall off. But being a speaker and a coach it takes a lot of work. It takes sacrifice. It takes dedication. It's your life. It's my life. Somebody asked me. I got a lot of people ask me, how do you become a motivational speaker? And I tell you this: becoming a motivational speaker is not even becoming a motivational speaker. It is just being. It's your lifestyle. It's you. It becomes you. It's more than just speaking. It's you. It's what you eat, where you sleep, where you get up, who you hang around with. Just that's what it takes. And a lot of people don't really understand that. And for you to have the dream of becoming the speaker, you got to think about what kind of speaker you want to become. Are you going to be an average motivational speaker? Are you gonna be somebody that say I tried and I failed, or they know me, or whatever it is? But when God gives you a purpose and that purpose becomes the greatest thing that is in your life, there's nothing else more important than that purpose. Then what you will realize is that it's down to you believing that the dream was given to you by God. And I believe anything that's given to you by God is greater than anything that any man can ever give to you. So once you understand that, okay, God gave you this, then it's not up to any man when you get it or achieve it. It's up to God. So you have to walk in accordance to what God wants to do in order for you to see or the reward. And yeah, so being a speaker for me is more than entertainment, and I think a lot of people now want to be entertained, and a lot of people have mixed up entertainment with speaking, and they think that it's just okay, yeah, something that you can hear. But for me, I'm in the changing business, like I'm in the life changing business. I want to see people transform their life. They give up addictions, they give up drugs, abuse, what they've been through, whatever it is, traumas that they got, they transform, and they're able to heal and become and then walk truly in the purpose that God has created them to be. So, yeah, dreams for me is a phenomenal thing, and I believe that dreams is what God expect all of us to go after. And I wrote my book because I recognized that, I made a promise that when I made it to the number one spot, or when I get my breakthrough, I want to help as many people as possible to be able to go after their dreams and show them that it's possible. And long before, I started from minus zero to where I am today, I know the process. I didn't take the elevators. I didn't try to skip any stairs. I just take every step, and every step has allowed me to become one of the best speakers in the industry. I can speak with confidence with that because God already told me that long before anybody knew that. And that's one thing I want to tell everybody out there that's listening. God would show you everything before you have it. But the question is, are you willing to do what it takes to have it? Because, is more interested in the character you have in order for you to have it. And I think a lot of the times people don't have the character, and that's why they lose out on what God wants to give them, because God is more interested in your character and who you are. And I say, as a soldier, we are supposed to leave no person behind. And I say that for me, that that you being a soldier for God, he don't expect you to leave nobody behind. So you gotta go back and get help others to cross and help people to come over and to be safe, and just being a part of this big universal opportunity to be able to become the number one or be the greatest of all time. So yeah, shout out to everybody that tapped in. But I just wanted to tell you guys, start where you are, what you have. No, stop complaining about what you don't have. For real, and think about the dream that God has gave you, and start putting some value on the dream that God has gave you. Because the problem is, you just think that it's a dream, it's just an idea, but that idea could become the greatest thing that will change your life, and most of all, put you in a better position from the pit to the palace. So, appreciate the dream, and definitely do what it takes to get the dream, because every dream that you have, once God gave it to you, is possible, man. It's your boy Dr. G, the Love Motivator. I'm out of here. Catch you on the next one.